Hello and welcome to David Watches Pixar. After the grand success of David Watches Disney and asking all of you lovely lot what to watch next, you all said do Pixar, do Pixar, do Pixar. So I am, thanks to Buzz helping me choose as well. Oh, sit up mate, sit up. There we go, we're good. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a daily vlog Monday to Friday, and this one's going to be a lot less hectic than Disney. The Disney one, I had to watch 58 films. With Pixar, I'm only needing to watch 22 movies. So this is why I'm not starting at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock in the morning, because I don't need to, because I'm only going to be watching 4 to 5 movies a day. I think Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to be watching 4 films, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 films, and Friday on 4 films. And initially, I was only going to be watching 21, but luckily, the lovely people at Disney and Pixar have just made Onward available for the UK people, available to rent and buy digitally. So that's what I'm going to be doing on Friday. That'll be the last movie, which is excellent. And the first one is, of course, Toy Story. And as you can see, I'm wearing my Toy Story t-shirt. Now, unfortunately, this is the only Pixar t-shirt that I own, so don't be expecting a new one every day. I have got a jumper, let me show you. Here is my very subtle Pixar jumper. So you see that? Now, let me know what movie that's from. But it's from a Pixar film. I'm gonna get a little bonus point. I'm just gonna go and run this jumper back. But yes, I'm not going to be wearing that jumper because it's too warm. If it drops a few degs over the week, then I might wear it. Sorry, I'm a bit sweaty from my still from my Joe Wicks workout this morning. So over the course of the week, I'm going to be doing some drawings. We're going to do more of them because we really enjoyed them last time. Going to be playing some more colour brain, but we're going to do a Pixar one. Basically, we're just going to pick out all the Pixar cards. Probably going to be doing some more cooking whilst watching some Pixar films. What else? Oh, so what I am going to be doing, I've actually found some Disney Pixar video games on the PlayStation. I've signed up for a week's free trial to PlayStation Now, so I'm going to be giving them a try. I think some are relatively new, some are pretty old, so that'll be interesting to see what that's like. Also, I'm going to be asking you a few Disney movie related questions along the way, so feel free to shout them at the screen whenever you see one appear, just for a little bit of fun, just to get you guys a little bit more involved in all the fun and games. Also, if you have any Disney Pixar related questions for me, please feel free to ask, and then as the week goes along I shall do my best to answer them all. So that is about it really. I think, Buzz, it's time to begin, innit? Buzz doesn't work. Oh. That's all he does. He's quite a damaged old Buzz. This works. No, it doesn't. And the wings I've had to tape shut because only one of them opens. He's the damaged Buzz. That's why he has to live with me. Me, check. Buzz Lightyear. Oh. Low battery, check. Cup of tea, check. Breakfast bagel, check. And of course, Toy Story, check. So let David Watches Pixar officially begin. Yeah! Here we go. Hello. There's a little bit of a AV nod in this at the very beginning, and I really like it. Woody's trying to speak on the microphone, and he's getting a lot of feedback from the speaker, so he tells him to step back, because that is one of the golden rules in AV. Can't have the microphone near to the speaker, because you will get horrendous feedback.
Of course, en route to Sector 12, I've crash landed on a strange planet. The impact must have awoken me from hypersleep.
Even as a 34-year-old man, that excites me. And I don't think I'll ever change.
No one's ever attempted a double bypass brain transplant.
She's like full-on torture. It's a bit dark.
I don't believe that man's ever been to medical school.
Genie's all better now.
I mean, pretty safe to say that we would all brick it on this one. This is going to scar Sid for life. Especially that. So play nice. See you in therapy, Sid. And there we have it. We are back into the old routine. Toy Story is done. 4 stars. I mean, it's a film that I think changed my life as a kid. So it came out in 1995 when I was a mere 10 years old. I remember it vividly. My mum and dad was going on a holiday, so they dropped me off around my aunt and uncle's house. Not real aunt and uncle, like friends, aunt and uncle. And just as they left, they handed me the Toy Story VHS, which I was so excited about. And I think I just never stopped watching it. I think it was constantly, the whole time they was away, all I was doing was just watching Toy Story. I think it just opened my eyes to the world of movies. It's one of the ones I can just remember them. I can remember watching other films, obviously as a kid, like Lion King and like DuckTales the movie, but I don't think I felt one had as big as an impact on me as Toy Story. You all know the story. Woody's in charge of all the toys. Buzz turns up on Andy's birthday. Woody's horrible in this. Woody is not very nice. And he ends up knocking Buzz out the window, and all the toys rightly blame him, but then they just throw him out the window as well, which is just as bad from the other toys. So it's just a journey of Woody trying to get Buzz back to Andy's room, and along the way they kind of form a bond and a friendship, and Buzz nearly gets blown up, but Woody saves the day. Oh man, there's not much joy in it, to be honest. It's a lot of peril early on, but like one of the best bits as a kid was when they go to Pizza Planet, as I said earlier. Like, I would have loved that place as a kid. I remember when we went to Disneyland Paris, I had a Pizza Planet restaurant, and even walking in as like a 17, 18-year-old when we went, I was really excited, but was very disappointed because it was nothing like that. It was just like, it just had a really cut of old rubbish arcades in the corner, and the pizza was disgusting. But yeah, so that's 4 stars. So I've got a question for you. I'm going to make this quite hard. I don't know if you might find it hard or not, but so I'm going to do a question after every film, just for you to answer. So just shout it out at me, and let's see how you get on. Feel free to keep a tally over the course of the 5 days. So question 1 is, what is the name of Andy's sister? Now, I'm giving you 4 options. Is it Sarah, Molly, Charlotte, or Alex? So I'll give you a few seconds to answer. Boom! And the answer is Molly! And you'll see her grow up as we move on throughout the years. So yeah, so there we go. That is Toy Story done and dusted. Oh, I find myself drinking lots of tea when I do this, but it's lovely. Tea is comforting. Tea is a good little accompaniment with like Disney and Pixar, I find. As you see, I don't have a Pixar cup either, so I'm sticking with Moana. But hey, that's not a bad little mug to have. So next up is A Bug's Life. Now, it's been a few years since I've seen this, but I always remember very much enjoying Bug's Life, so hopefully I still do. These are brilliant, these two. I tell you what, I have forgotten how funny this film is. I've laughed a lot already. This is a pretty savage death, I must admit. Oh man, a very, very underrated movie is A Bug's Life. You don't really hear it as up there. It's not very popular, but I really like it. I think it's great. I love seeing like the world of ants and small little creatures, because I know that kind of came out at the same time as Ants, like the DreamWorks one. I don't actually know what done better. I'm assuming Pixar would have done better, but yeah, that was really good. Flick is a very underrated hero, as is Hopper as an underrated villain. 2 very good characters in there, and the story is great. and like the building of the bird and just the general animation, I feel like it's greatly improved upon from the original Toy Story already. And just the way that they use like human-sized objects in a bug's world, and even the way they drink like the little balls of water and stuff, it's very cute, it's very cool. I love that sort of stuff. And I really like how they use outtakes in this as well. It's the first time it pops up in a Pixar film, but I know they do it in many more. And it's very funny. I like how there's one where the camera drops and it looks at all the crew, and all the crew are like little bugs and stuff. It's very clever. Just little things like that is what makes Pixar Pixar, and is very good. That is a 4-star from me, as just as good as Toy Story. Not a very popular opinion, I gather, but hey, it's my choice. And now it's time for the next question, and the question is, what is the name of Dot's girl group that she's a member of? Is it the Blueberries? Is it the Strawberries? Is it the Raspberries? Or is it the Butterflies? And the answer is, it's the Blueberries. They're very cute. I like all the little baby ants in there. They're very, very cute. So there we go. So that's 2 down, 20 to go. But now it's time for some lunch. So these are my hot dogs. Beautiful looking hot dogs, I may add. Right, I've got a bit of a addiction with 2 things I really like. You can't really see them because they're buried under bits. But I love the like the tinned, like fake, not fake sausages, but the really like microwave sausages. You can like just see one under there. Lauren's gonna hate me showing all of this. And I also really like this American cheese. I am addicted to it. Here she comes to investigate the delicious lunch. Hello. Yeah, and I like to put pickles on it and then barbecue sauce. Disgusting, but delicious. And I'm about to start Toy Story 2. Strangely, there's no image accompanying this on Disney Plus, and it's our first sequel from Pixar very early on. I remember, like Disney, I had to wait until we was about what, 30 movies in, until we got like Rescuers Down Under, which was like their first official sequel. So this is interesting. So this is 4 years after the first Toy Story, and this is 1999. This has also been a few years since I've seen Toy Story 2. But I know a lot of people regard this as up there as being one of the best sequels ever made. That is a big, big statement. But let's see if it holds up. Oh, I love how happy he looks. I'd like to watch this program.
What's that? Jesse and Prospector are trapped in the old abandoned mine, and Prospector just lit a stick of dynamite thinking it was a candle, and now they're about to be blown to smithereens?
If any of you are signed up to Disney Plus, please take a little look at Pixar in real life. Basically, Pixar reenact bits from movies. So there's so they actually like design little mini Toy Story characters that are under cones and make them walk along the street. It's very good. There's like a Wally as well, and there's a Monsters Inc. thing where they have to scream into the jars. It's definitely worth a little check if you haven't seen it before. It's very good. They're only a few minutes long each, but they're very good. What a great sequel. What a great film. Toy Story 2, 5 stars all day long. The first 5 stars of the Pixar adventure. Didn't take long, did it? A bit quicker than it did to find a Disney 5-star movie. But yeah, it's fantastic. For those of you who can't remember the Toy Story 2 storyline, pretty much follows 2 adventures. It follows Woody and finding out about Woody's roundup and his gang, Jesse, Bullseye, super cute, love Bullseye, and Stinky Pete, the old prospector, who's essentially the villain of the piece. They're all potentially going to Japan to be in a toy museum, and Buzz, Ham and Rex and the others are on a rescue mission to try and save him. And that is pretty much it. It's a simple storyline, but it's executed fantastic. It's so funny. There's so many funny moments in it. Another one where I was just laughing throughout, just like visual gags, and then there was more outtakes at the end, and even Heimlich and Flick from A Bug's Life pops up, thinking that they're on Bug's Life 2, but they're not. They're in the wrong film. It's very, very funny. Like, well done, Pixar. It just really holds up well. I cannot believe that was from 1999. So that's what, 21 years ago? Oh my Blimey O'Reilly, 21 years ago. That is crazy. I was 14 when it came out, 14. Before I move on to the fourth movie, I've got to do the question for the film. So, the question is, what is the name of the penguin on Andy's top shelf? You know, the one that Woody finds. Is it Sneezy, Dusty, Wheezy, or Squeezy? Go! And the answer is, it's C! It's Wheezy! Oh man, Wheezy's cool. I really like Wheezy. I like the little song that he does at the end. He's got, I think I did used to have a Wheezy. I'm sure I did. I don't know, maybe I sold him as well. Oh, I'm sorry, Wheezy. Oh dear, I feel bad now. But anyway, I'm over it. So now it's on to the fourth movie of the day and the final movie of the day, which is Monsters, Inc. Look who's back from work.
I'm so tired.
You had a little rubbish night's sleep, didn't you, last night?
I had the worst night's sleep last night. You know when you just lay there and you're literally like...
Yeah.
Tried to get up to go to the toilet, tried to read, couldn't read. I was interested in my audio book, so I couldn't put that on because I was staying awake because of that. Oh! So I feel very tired.
But you're home now.
I am home and I am under a little blankie.
You are.
Have you seen all the Pixar's? Have you seen them all?
I think there's only two I haven't seen.
What ones?
Which is Cars 2 and Onward.
Oh!
So I've seen the rest.
Much on the old movie.
No, but like a lot of them I haven't seen for years. Like as I was saying, I can't remember the last time I've seen all four of these.
And what's your favourite today?
Toy Story 2. That's been a 5. The other two have been 4 stars.
Yeah.
Bugs Life and Toy Story. And then that was a 5-star. And then I'm just halfway through Monsters, Inc.
Well, keep going because I want my dinner.
Yeah. So I'm going to plug in my headphones and watch.
I'm going to read Your House Will Pay by Steph Chow.
This isn't a BookTube video. But just what I will say, I don't know if it was going to come up as good on the old camera, but look at like the detail in Sully's fur.
Oh yeah, that is good, isn't it?
That is very good. Just shows you how far. I keep saying it, guys.
Well, imagine what it would be like on Monsters University. Do you think that's
Yeah,
good?
it will be interesting. Well, I kind of feel like Toy Story 2, it really holds up with that animation today.
Oh, good.
It was beautiful. I'm going to plug my headphones in now. And there's a naughty cat who just tried to bite and hit me.
Well, you were being a cheeky boy.
And that's the last film of the day. Lauren's snoozing because she's very tired, aren't you? I love the idea of that Monsters universe and the old scares powers the city, but obviously in the end laughing is 10 times more powerful. It's very good. It's probably my least favourite of the day. I'm only going to give it 3 stars because although I like the idea of the universe, it's not my most favourite story. But again, the animation, like especially the bit where they get banished into like the Alps, and then you see Sully's fur in the snow and the wind and in like the blizzard. It's very, very good. Still very, very funny. It's got some very good bits. The bit with the Yeti also in the Alps bit is very good, and Mike Wazowski, was it Billy Crystal voices him, has got some very, very funny lines. It's good. And Boo's very cute, another cute character in there. But now it's time for the 4th and final question of the day, and I'm going to have to read this one out because I don't remember all the potential answers off by heart. So the question is, what is the CDAS code for a human contamination? Is it 2218, 2319, 2315, or 2219? And the answer is B, 2319. So there you go, that was the last question of the day. I knew it was 23, but I think I couldn't remember if it was like 18 or 19. But hey, that's the beauty of being the quizmaster, you already know the answers. So I think, as Lauren's having a little snooze, before I wrap up the day, I might play a little video game. Unfortunately, I don't have the technical knack of recording straight from my PlayStation, because apparently you're not allowed to record through PlayStation now, which is a bit annoying, but never mind. So I've just got a very poor quality phone set up just here recording the TV whilst I play. So I remember watching a Graham Norton show with Tom Hanks on it, and apparently for all like things like this, the voice of Woody is done by his brother. What do we want to do? Let's just go for adventure mode, see what happens.
What's those pies?
Oh, you've got to dodge the pies. So there we go, that was a nice little game. A very, very like kid-orientated game. For what I can remember of the ride, that is very, very similar. But it's not as much fun doing it with a joystick. You need like a gun in your hand, or like some sort of like shooter, like what you do on the actual ride. So there we go. That is going to be me. I can't believe it's still daylight and I'm finished for the day. This is much less demanding than what it was with the Disney one. It's nice, it's a bit more relaxing. I feel like, though I loved doing the Disney one, there was always the pressure of like getting it all done. But now that I've got it done, it's like, well, this is nice, this is good. I think I'm going to enjoy it a bit more than I did with the Disney one. So it's good. So so that's it for day one. You've got a little snoozy lady over there, but hopefully she'll be a bit more awake tomorrow. Maybe we can think about doing some drawings. So I've got a few lined up. But until then, if you, as I've said earlier, if you've got any Pixar related questions, then let me know down below, or you can message me on Instagram or on Twitter. That's fine, however you want to get hold of me. Also down below, I've got a Letterboxd account, which is where I keep all of my movie details. So if you want to come and follow me on that, and I'll give you a little follow back. Oh, before I go, let's take a little look at my little chart. This is a lot smaller this time than the last one, but let's have a quick look. So there we go. So just 4 knocked off, but another 4 to come tomorrow, and I will see you then. Bye everybody.